Hi Paimaras, welcome to the definition of the task for the exercise about selling lemonade or whatever else. It is an economical exercise. We are going to look into demand curves, quadratic functions, and I'm also going to show you how to interpolate functions in Python. Imagine you decide to start producing lemonade and selling it on the street. Question is, how much should you ask for it in order to maximize your profit? In economics, demand curve describes the relation between the price of the product and people's demand for it. We are going to start with the most simple example of linearly decreasing demand. You increase the price, the demand of people will drop until the price where nobody will buy your product anymore. Then we have some production costs and we have some investments. And first part of the exercise is how would you optimally set your price in order to maximize your profit from 100 lemonades. In the second part, we are going to get a real life example of the demand curve based on the experiments on people and apply it to our lemonades. Are we then going to earn more or less money? We have first some imports and definition for our plots. After that starts the real exercise. First, we need to realize that we are optimizing profit, and profit will depend on the independent variable, which is the price we set for a single lemonade. Therefore, we set the values for this x-axis, which is the price. After that, we need to tell Python how the demand actually looks like. So from the plot, we need to translate it into mathematical language, which is in the form of linear equation. Then we can already calculate our demand for 100 lemonades. After demand, we know how to calculate the income. So that is how much money we are going to receive. Our expenses is the investment and production cost. And finally, profit is income minus expense. After that, we have a profit, we can plot it. So there is a plotting part. Finally, you will see that the profit is really in the form of quadratic function. We are going to discuss if this shape makes sense. Then we are going to calculate how big of a fraction of lemonades we are actually going to sell and how to find the solution in general. We have the option similar to our fsolve from the pizza exercise, but this time there is a function called minimize which finds the maximum or minimum of functions, which is what we want for our profit. However, since the profit depends on many variables, we are going to choose quick and easy way, which is looking for a maximum of an array, which we can do even by eye by printing out all the values and finding the maximum. However, in Python we have a function for that, which is called max, but we don't want to know maximum profit, we want to know the price which leads to maximum profit. For that we need to know the argument of the maximum, so there is argmax function for that. However, it will return an index, which needs to be again applied to a price array. So we are going to discuss what is the difference between index and the value of the array. And that is the end of the first part of the exercise. In the second part, we are going to assume one real-life example of the demand curve, where scientists Lusk and Schroeder managed to measure demand for American steaks in 2004. They asked two groups of people, which one of them needed to purchase their favorite steak in the end. That's called non-hypothetical demand because they need to spend money. The other group just answers the questions and with no consequences. That's the hypothetical demand. I digitized the data from the study. Because there are only 7 points in the study, we are going to interpolate the data, which means figuring out what are the reasonable values of the data in between those points which were actually measured. So that's the meaning of the interpolation. After we do that, we are going to plot the data in points, the data from the study and the interpolated lines in between, and discuss if the curves again make sense and make more sense than the linear equation we assumed in the beginning. Then we apply the same approach as in the first part for the linear dependence for our new experimental data, which will lead to 3 different profit curves, the original one in blue, which is quadratic, and experimental ones in orange and green. We are going to discuss what they mean for your real life business. And some final thoughts for you to improve the notebook further. If you are interested in trying to solve this by yourself, go and check the link in the description. Check also the commented version of the notebook and commented videos, or simply check some other exercise which will be more interesting for you. Cheers!